Hello, my name is Dilumar Urdaneta. I'm a K-12 music teacher at the International School of Monagas in Maturin, Venezuela. And the name of my project is Time Travel Through Musical Periods. It's well known that the student doesn't like too much the history because have a lot of text, is not dynamic. So why can't we change that way to teach something like that? So here's the project. The objective is to introduce students to the concept of musical periods by exploring the characteristic of the Romantic and Impressionist eras. Um, what kind of skills will develop the student? Will develop the active listening skill to identify contrasting musical elements between Romantic and Impressionist period. They will be able to identify basic music elements like tempo, dynamics, and melody, relation to the emotional expression of each period. The student will learn and use new vocabulary. For example, in Romanticism, you can find words like a dramatic, passionate, and for Impressionist can be evocative or colorful. The students also will express their understanding of each period, creating activities like movement, drawing, of and other kinds of visual art. The completion time can be for 1 week or 4 classes of 45 minutes each one. And the students will participate in a guided listening activity comparing pieces from the Romantic and Impressionist eras. Um, Also, they can choose one period, can be Romantic or Impressionist, and create a project that reflects the mood and style of that area. Remember, it can be showing some draws or a short dance improvisation, whatever they want. And of course, they have to share the creativity project with the class and explain how their projects reflect the chosen period. How can we evaluate that? Through the listening activity, we can ask to the students if they could identify key musical elements like a tempo, dynamics, melody in both periods. If the student can explain how this element contribute to the overall mood of each piece. Um, for the creative part can be that the project effectively capture the mood of and style of the chosen period. Thus, the presentation was clearly explaining the connection between the project and the musical area and era, of course. And participation is very important. Has to be active, and of course, create a discussion in class. So, what can we do in this part? Well, we begin by introducing the idea of musical period. What is a musical period? How many periods we can find in music, and why we only take two of the many periods that have music. Um, we can start to play some music to the students, saying that this one is for this period, this one is for the other one. Um, they have to create a criteria about the listening and start to compare both songs or whatever songs that you want to play. And through guide activities, the students will identify the basic musical element for each area, like a tempo, dynamics, melody, and how these elements contribute to do an overall mood that is very characteristic for each era. Of course, new vocabularies will be going out, like I says, can be dramatic and passionate for Romanticism, and can be evocative or colorful for the Impressionists. And then we can give the opportunity to the kids, to the students, to reflect the the period that is chosen, creating projects, can be drawing inspired by the music mood, can be a short dance piece, can be using another kind of instrument, how can do something very similar to this area and show all the things they have learned. And of course, in the last one, they have to do some presentations to the parent, to the peers, to all the students, explaining the connection between their project and the chosen area. So the benefit of this strategy is the combination of listening, activities, analysis, vocabulary, building, creative, all these kind of expressions, that involve in different learning styles. Of course, uh, foundational elements like tempo, dynamics, that allow to them to build the skills needed to be a musical deeper analyzer. Of course, creating projects to understand the personal connection to the music to the other ones, and of course collaboration and communication that have to share with all the students and show what they have learned. What kind of tools we can use? To the research part can be using Bing Copilot or Gemini to search all the things that they need, also Google. And to the listening part, we can use YouTube. And to interview, they can use character AI. They have to find someone of these kind of eras. For example, for romantic can be Tchaikovsky or Chopin, and for impressionists can be Debussy and Ravel. And they can do some questions about how they live in that era, what kind of music they compose, what kind of instrument they use, and then taking all that information, they can create videos or animations using Lumen 5 and RawShorts. And well, that's all. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you could enjoy this project as I did. Thank you so much.